I am now recording it, so don't be rude. Okay, so yeah, a few diary dates. As I say, Rachel might join us, but had somebody coming around, and I don't know where Nikki is, but I've tried ringing her partner because she doesn't have any phone reception in her house, but no reply. Right, Sam, we'll send the recording to Sam as well. Yeah. Okay, so just the product training on the 21st of Feb. So have you all got the manual now?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, because you were all there, weren't you, anyway?
Yeah.
So
I posted yesterday, so
product training 21st. Nicola has said that she wants to teach on nutrition, and Rachel said she'll be happy to teach on something. But Sue, you said you didn't want to this time. You'd let someone else.
I don't mind being on the bench, but I just thought it'd be quite nice to go around and do a bit of learning, really.
Yeah, okay.
I'm easy either way, really.
Lucy, Jennifer, any burning desire to do anything product-wise?
No burning desire, but if you want me to, then I'll.
Well, I need to, Zoe's obviously in Centre Parks at the moment, so I'll check with her when she gets back. But so yes, you're happy to if we.
If I really have to, I'd kind of like to do a bit of learning as well, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the theory was that you choose the products that you're weakest on, and then you learn that before you train it, sort of. A bit like we did with the other one. So makeup would be mine, I guess.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Mine too. That's what I thought. I'd put Rachel on that, but actually she knows a lot about that. So
so you need to put her on something else.
Clear control.
Candy.
And she was the youngest.
Candy.
Yeah.
Nikki's just asked where the product training is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's at John Fernley College, which is in Melton Mowbray. So you'd be can you send her the details, Lucy? Yeah. I think it's all on our Facebook page. So in fact, if you want to add Nikki to the Facebook page, then everything's
already done.
Oh, it's already done. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you look at the events page, Nikki, it's on there, and I'll just keep adding things to the events page as and when they come up. But we all went on a Growth Accelerator day for the business on Saturday, and we came away with a file, a Growth Accelerator pack, as it were, which goes through the 7 skills of network marketing, and in the back of it is a diary with all the dates on. Are you gesturing to me, Lucy, or?
No, that's to Nikki.
Oh, okay.
I'm responding to her messages.
Right, okay. Yeah, so just the immediate one, I suppose, is why I said the 21st, because we were getting names to who wanted to do training and stuff. So that's all right. And then the next one is GTC. So as my skill was promoting events, I think I ought to promote it. GTC. Anybody coming?
What is it?
Right. So that's Global Training Conference in Vegas. So that's all the countries going, but obviously mainly America. So Canada, Australia, Poland this year, UK, and us. It's from the 16th to the 18th of April in Vegas. I think so it starts on Thursday afternoon, finishes on Sunday. New consultants get it for $99, which is £65.51. So that's pretty good for 2.5 days conference. And the speakers are amazing. There's a lot of obviously Arbonne speakers, but also outside speakers. That also includes no, it doesn't include meals, but it does include sort of evening entertainment and things as well. Old consultants, that's the rest of us, so only you qualify for that, Jen. The rest of us, it's $295, which is £195.22. Flights are I was looking on last night, about 723, including tax, with BA, who we flew out with last year. So obviously have a think about it. I think I probably will be going. I still haven't got my tax return finished because I'm waiting for my P60 that I've lost somewhere. So, but once I know about that, then I'll sign up. Flash buy tomorrow. Do you know about Flash buy, everyone?
Yeah, I do. It's on someone's page.
Yeah, and it's been emailed to us all as well. So
Yeah.
Wow.
three. Sorry, Jen.
So I don't know. I haven't seen that.
Okay. Yeah, so every month Arbonne does a flash buy. Well, not every month, but quite often. In fact, it's quite annoying if you've placed your order the day before and then the next day.
I always hang on.
Yeah, exactly. So it's you qualify for it if you're putting through an order of 350 QVs, and this time it's a bronzer, an eye makeup remover, fizz sticks, CC cream, and a hand cream trio. So 3 little tubes of shea butter, various different flavors, as it were. Yeah, so that's tomorrow's order, and obviously orders up until 10 p.m. tomorrow night. So I expect the ordering will go furiously now. So that's it for diary dates. So then it was kind of, we were going to concentrate on skill 1 and skill 2. So Sue and Lucy, that was your skill.
Mm.
So, it was,
Lucy's
yeah.
now the absolute expert. So far away, Lucy.
You're just so mean.
Go for
Come
it.
on, you're amongst friends here.
but I love you really.
At it. Go on, go for it. If she
Okay,
can do it, Claire Shaw sat
I
next
can do
to her,
that.
she can do it.
So I took skill set 1, which was finding prospects. And what we did on the day was we asked people to read out each step so that it kind of embeds into their brains a bit more what they're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to read through each step. So step 1 is make a list of all the people you know and then make it as comprehensive as possible. Include every person you can think of, every person. It doesn't matter if you think of them as a prospect or not. Your database will be one of your most important assets. As you empty your mind out onto paper, it will make way for new contacts to find room in there. When you write down your nephew, you start to think about the circle of friends around them. Think of every organisation you have ever been part of, everything you have ever done. You don't have to prospect everyone on your list, but it's important to capture your network on paper. Step 2 is the second degree of separation. Look at your list and think about the people they know. Chances are you will know most of them also. Step 3, constantly expand your list. This is why the professionals call this an active candidate list. It never stops growing. The pros have a goal to add at least 2 people to their list every day. They might not prospect them, but they add them to the list and find a creative way to stay in touch. If you did this 6 days a week, that is over 600 people in a year. And step 4 is to get out and network on purpose. Get out there, have some fun, join a new gym, have fun with a new hobby, or volunteer for a new cause. Find places and organisations where you can meet new people. Not only will it be good for your business, but you'll make some great friends too. We then went through what they need to do with the workbook. And the best way to use the workbook is to first create your active candidate list by going through all the categories of the memory jogger and entering the names in the pages provided. And Zoe's done a really comprehensive memory jogger, which is fantastic. Once you do that, and it'll be an ongoing process, there is a column for you to choose how to contact them, which is direct, indirect, and super indirect, which is what we're going to go through on skill set 2, I do believe. Do not prejudge people as you go. Just put their name down no matter what. The act of writing will help trigger more contacts. So at the end of the session, we encourage people to start writing their active candidate list and to keep that going and to go out and be a professional and try to make contact with 2 new people every day and add them to your list and find that creative way of staying in touch. They might be people that you prospect, they might not, but just get them down on that list. So that was it, basically.
Cool.
See? She's a pro.
Brilliant.
Anything to add, Sue?
No, you covered it all perfectly.
So yeah, but various people mentioned different things that they were doing it on.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. During the process, we did find that some of the time we spent talking about how we create our candidate lists. And while some people like the paper copy, there are some people that like the management systems. And I think we already know about one, which is Zoho. And there was another one called Bento that I think you pay a license for, but then you've got it, and it's quite comprehensive.
I've experienced Zoho because I started using that. But I found, because you've got to fill in all the fields to change all the names of the leads and everything. So actually, I thought it was just for me personally, it was a bit more complicated than it needed, really.
Tiny on the phone as well, isn't it? Very
Sorry?
tiny. Very tiny on the phone.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Well, it's what works for each person, really. I do like this kind of, whether you do it, whether it's direct, indirect, or whatever. I mean, I've just done it on an Excel spreadsheet, and then, made it. In fact, I'd sent that out to a few of you, I think, anyway. But yeah, as long as you.
There was another. Sorry, there was another lady that did it like a spidergram.
I should demonstrate.
Yes, please do.
So this was her.
Can you hold it up a bit more?
Hey?
Hold it up a bit.
Hold it up.
Yeah.
Hang on, I can't. Just let me see myself. Wait a minute. Let me turn back to. Oh, okay. Yeah. So she put herself in the middle, and then, for instance, her children's school, and she then thought about all the people. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
That came out from there. And then maybe, I don't know, the gym she went to or something, and she thought about all the people that came out from there. And then as she contacted them, she just sort of highlighted them or crossed them off, whatever, if they were keen, not keen. And so she ended up with a whole sheet of just different areas of her life. So that was kind of quite a good starting point, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not sustainable over a long period, but it was a good place to start.
It's that actually getting those names down, isn't it? And having a brain dump.
A brain dump.
You can fit a bit more in.
Cool. Right. So then, skill 2. So have you read? Well, who was doing skill 2? I can't remember.
I don't know. Was it you?
On the day. It wasn't me. I'll run
Emma and.
It was Laura.
Emma and Laura.
Right. Okay.
That was Laura Leggett. Yeah.
Right. So Jen, you presumably went round, didn't you?
No.
She wasn't there.
Oh, she wasn't there. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. So we've got no nuggets.
So none of us.
For skill 2. Okay. Well, I'll just read it out of the book. I mean, it's coming up. It's inviting prospects to understand your product or opportunity. So the aim is to educate prospects on the business model of network marketing. So first step, to invite prospects to review some sort of tool, e.g. book, video, CD. Second step, to invite prospects to attend some sort of event, e.g. a one-on-one, a one-on-two, or one-on-one or two-on-one meeting, a 3-way Zoom call, online training, a local blaze. Nikki, blaze is just a gathering in a hotel, pub, wherever we meet, generally once a week, or a larger company event. So lots of different things to invite people to, so that they get. So on here, there's the 5 of us tonight, but then Sunday night's training, there'll be 30 or more, and obviously it bumps up as you get bigger. So the product training, well, I imagine there was about, I don't know, 50, 60 people there. Yeah. And then obviously what we're going to on Sunday, Leadership Academy, there'll be hundreds, if not thousands.
Yeah.
Okay. So before making the invitation, there are some rules. Number 1, emotionally detach yourself from the outcome. Be yourself. Just focus on being your best self. Bring some passion and have a strong posture. How are you doing that on a Zoom call? I don't know. Right? I have a strong posture. Right. The 8-step invite. So this is if you're on the phone though, because but obviously we're not using the phone so much, and I love that Eric Worre thing about texting. I think, the Americans are always a bit behind us with regard to phones and things. You know, we've all been texting each other for years and years, and they're still ringing each other. So I thought that was quite interesting when he did that talk about texting. Text however many people you can. 30 minutes
anymore, hardly ever.
Well, exactly, yeah, and don't even text. We Facebook message. Come on, Eric, catch up. So he says, be in a hurry, compliment the prospect, make the invitation. If I, so whatever, would you, whatever. So if I send you a video, would you watch it? Get the time commitment, confirm that they will watch it, then get a time and a number, and get off the phone. But obviously we're doing that all via Facebook Messenger or text or WhatsApp or however we're doing it. So for your warm market, be in a hurry. I don't have much time to talk, but it was really important that I catch you, because the thing is, what you don't want to do is get into a whole long story about the business and a questions and answers thing, when we've got everything that the prospect needs to know is on the video. So we don't have to relaying it to them, because obviously we want to build this fast, and if we're spending ages chatting through this with people, then that slows down the whole process, as opposed to sending the message, they reply, you pop them a video, if they're interested then they'll watch the next one, etc., etc. So in fact, what Zoe was saying on Sunday about sending all the videos at once, but then if they watch the first one and then they're intrigued and they want to watch the next one, and so on and so forth, rather than send the first one, wait for a reply, send the next one. So actually, I'll leave you. Jen, have you got one of these now? Have you got? Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
Zoe
so,
just told me to print it off. So.
Yeah. So if you just you can have a read through those, but I think quite a lot of those actually, what I found more useful than these kind of compliment. Well, obviously we're going through the process of compliment the prospect. Obviously, if someone you're not seen for a while, you do that naturally anyway. Make the invitation. There's lots of sort of scripts in there for if direct scripts, indirect scripts, and super indirect scripts. Different ways to approach people. So if it's like super indirect, would be someone that you think, well, I know this is so not for you, but I wonder if you'd review my material, and actually if you know anybody that would be interested. But what I found quite helpful is, I don't know whether you've spotted it at the back, but there is a in the appendix 2 and 3 on page 60 and 61 there's a whole load of examples of text messages or WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages. So there's about 4 or 5 there. I mean, they're a bit more sort of us really to look at. So, hi, happy new year, hope you're well, had a good Christmas, are you still working at such and such, haven't seen you the last few times I've popped in, been meaning to catch up with you, I've started my own business and I know you're really good at business stuff. I hope you'd have a look at what I'm doing and give me your thoughts. Yes, I've always valued and respected your opinions. So that's just easy. We can do that. We've started a new business, and I know obviously that quite a few have been doing it for a long time, but you can say, well, I've relaunched my business or whatever. It's just different ways of approaching people.
Do you think with the asking people their thoughts, because doesn't Eric say, don't say,
what do you think?
What did you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what did you like about it then? Yes, actually, you're right.
Like best or
Actually, I've got
I get a
really
bit
good.
confused with that.
I've got a really good example of it. A lady that came to the Blaze last week. She was quite startled by the whole thing, and said that she wasn't. She looked like she'd been in car headlights.
I know who you
And when I spoke to her, she said she wasn't really interested and she wasn't in the right space. But I, rather than saying, what do you think? I said to her, from what you've read already and from last week's Blaze, putting aside the things that had bothered her, what was it that you liked best? And I did that, and on a scale of 1 to 10, blah blah blah, where would you put yourself? And she actually came back with, oh, hang on a minute, I'm just running out, let me think about that and get back to you. So rather than it being a straight, no, I'm not interested, she's actually going to get back to me. So
yeah. Well, I think what would be really helpful, actually, especially for Rachel and Nikki, is if we can perhaps, well, in fact, are you on, well, I can set up a Facebook Messenger group. If we could just post some of the things that we've put in messages to people. I think, Rachel just needs somewhere to kind of start. And I don't know whether...
Like mine today.
Sorry?
Like mine today to my ex-boss.
Well, that's a bit more personal than we probably want. But I don't know how far Nikki's got because I can't get hold of her. But I think it's just kick-starting yourself, isn't it? And kind of once you're in the swing of it, then they go out easily.
Yeah, momentum.
So yeah, I mean, active candidate list and sending out some messages. It's kind of as simple as that, isn't it? Really. Because I think the danger is you can get so distracted by all the Facebook messages and so and so's doing a course and so so's doing a course and you really ought to read this book and what have you. So I'm just trying to sort of put thinkers on a bit. Just go right, active candidate list, send out the messages.
Yeah. What I said this morning to Lucy and Jen was that I said to Sam, just put out there something about, I'm really excited to be doing a new business, and just leave it at that for a start. And then when people start to say, what are you doing? Then that's
on general Facebook as opposed to...
Yeah, to general. And then that gives it an opportunity to say, I'm doing this. If I send a video, would you watch it?
Yeah.
And then once she's done that, she can then message the people that haven't responded and say, did you see my post? And build it really, maybe.
And what happens? Because you sent me a message that she'd had from somebody the other day. So did she hear any more about that?
No, I don't think so. No, I need to chase that up. I've got a Zoom with her tomorrow, actually. So I will ask the question. She's desperate to come up. So I've said to her, if Pete can't get a holiday, maybe he could bring her up and she could just stay with Mila for a few days and come and meet everybody and come to Region. And
that would be lovely.
I'll try and fix that up sooner rather than later for her.
Yeah, because it is great to have all the Zoom, but it would be lovely that she could put some faces to names and what have you, wouldn't it? It was so nice on Saturday to sit there and everybody come round and introduce themselves. Oh right, that's you. Oh right, that's you. It was great. So when's your wedding, Jen?
27th of March.
Oh, not long then.
I know. I had to mention it to Zoe because I've been panicking a bit about her car presentation being the same day. So
what she said, April, hasn't she now?
4th of April,
right.
Which is the weekend after, which is Easter.
How come you all know that? I don't know that.
Well, I only knew that.
Yeah.
Have you started sending malicious rumours, Sue? How do you know it's that day?
Because Jen asked Zoe.
Oh, I see. Okay, you actually
have
are.
to be direct.
So is that what she's planning, the 4th of April?
She said that's what she's looking at, didn't she?
Yeah.
I'll make sure my diary's free.
Yes.
I think when's the Easter holidays, by the way?
Yeah, the 28th.
Oh,
28th of March.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Good.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah. Georgie at work wants a week off, and 3rd of April to the 10th. That's fine then. Yeah, good. Okay. Cool. So anything else to add?
No, Nikki, are you okay? Just text me. If you've got anything to ask, text me quickly. If not, Nikki, I'll bring you the manual tomorrow and we'll go through the Zoom.
Sorry.
We'll look at your Zoom. Answer that phone. Your Zoom app tomorrow.
Well, we've still got 5 minutes, so I tell you, we're supposed to be reading through this manual and the 45-second Own Your Life book, but I've been reading a really good book, which is by Ed Ludbrook, It's the, just bear with me, I'll get it.
Okay.
Helen bought it for me for Christmas. It's ever so skinny. Look.
Oh,
Perfect.
Fantastic Future of Network Marketing. Really good. There's so many facts and figures in it about, you know, the economy and the first wave and the second wave. He was the one that did that really amazing report, Sue. Do you remember?
Oh, is it Ludbrook?
Yeah, Ed Lug.
Yeah, I was looking at that today, actually.
Yeah, and that was where my snippet of information about the network marketing industry makes more than the film and music industry.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there's some really, really good stuff in there. So,
Kindle, here we come then.
yeah.
What I've decided to do for Sam, because she can't really afford to buy many books, I've set her up with the first few, and I've got loads and loads on my Kindle, and ordinary Kindles are only £59 now. So I decided just to buy her one for her birthday, which will be registered to me, and all the books that I've got, she will have on it. And then I'll just send it to her for her birthday. And anything that I put on in the future will automatically go on hers. So that's good, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Put it through the business.
Technology, eh? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Put it through the business. Yeah, so just for Nikki information, I mean, how much have you told Nikki, Lucy? I mean, about the getting tax back on everything?
Nikki's my old consultant, so
okay.
She's fairly up on everything anyway. We're meeting tomorrow. We both have gymnastics tomorrow, so we'll get back tomorrow. I think the tax thing, she probably knows a bit more than me. Tax benefit, I have to say.
Last week, didn't she?
Last week.
I know.
At the moment.
Nikki, we need to sort you out.
Yeah, and Jen, are you? Do you know about keeping receipts for everything?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I used to be a childminder, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading out the list actually at the weekend of all those things that the chap said that we could claim on. Even if you've got a son or a daughter of a certain age that could that was nipping to the post office to put some samples in the post, that you could claim for you know, their pocket money. So, really?
Perfect.
I didn't know that.
That document's on Google Docs somewhere. When I transcribe the whole CD, it's around somewhere. And then John Allen did one as well, didn't he? Because when that Robert guy actually came to the Whipper Inn, I wasn't there.
Yeah, well, I have got it. I've got.
John made a load of notes as well.
Yeah, cool.
Actually, if you've got anybody, just by the by, if you've got anybody who's on benefits or husband's on working credits or whatever, Christine Goddard seems to know a lot about it. Because Sam asked me some questions and I asked Suzanne, and she referred me to Christine Goddard, and she came back straight away with quite a lot of information. So handy to know.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the thing on Friday night with Suzanne. Going to the Gillian Michaels thing on Friday night. Anybody heard of that?
No.
I've never heard of the woman, so it'd be quite interesting. Cool. Right. Well, we've got 1 minute 13 left. Anybody want to say anything? Ask any questions?
Love you.
Yeah.
I just
want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Jen will have her sister on soon. She'll be saying, love you.
Oh, love you. No, night. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll post this then. Oh gosh, that's going to be embarrassing with all the love you no nights on it. Anyway.
No, it's just how we roll. If people can't hack it, they're just not right for us.
Yeah. Right, I'm stopping the recording.
If they haven't got a box of tissues.